Bhad Bhabie just posted and deleted horrendous photos and videos of her allegedly being by her estranged boyfriend and father of her child, Levon.
This is really disturbing footage.
So we knew that there was some type of tension in the relationship. We didn't know the severity of it, and I think that this video, when she posted it on Sunday, everybody was kind of like, what the?
Bhad Bhabie is staying with her ex even though she exposed him for getting violent and even shared video footage on social media. Bhad Bhabie says it's easier said to leave him than it is done, despite posting horrendous injuries inflicted by the father of her child and even expressing concern for her and her baby's safety. She's still keeping him around. So let's get into it. So Bhad Bhabie, also known as Danielle Bergoli, also known as the Cash Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil, is really going through it right now. I feel really bad for Bhad Bhabie because we've talked about her before on my channel. She opened up about her experiences with the troubled teen industry, which is when they take a troubled teen, they send them out to the wilderness, force them into hard labor, abuse them, and expect them to become better people. And I thought maybe Bhad Bhabie would have an easier life after that, her Dr. Phil fame, her music career, but no, now she's stuck in a toxic relationship. I want to give you guys a trigger warning because this is one of the worst relationships we've covered on this channel in a while. You guys know we always stand with victims of DV, and Bhad Bhabie posted a graphic video of herself allegedly being harmed by her ex-boyfriend and the father of her child, Levon. Bhad Bhabie exposed her ex on her social media and decided to delete it, but it wasn't before people got screen recordings. Fans circulated screen recordings online after the videos were deleted from her Instagram story. And of course, people ran to the comments to express their concern and to tell Bhad Bhabie to get away from Levon. In a grainy surveillance video, you could see Danielle and Levon getting into it outside of a home. The screen recording has a time stamp and it's noted as 4:30 in the morning. I can't imagine anything good going on after midnight. So this happening at 4:30 in the morning makes sense. I just question like where's the baby? Who's taking care of the baby? I mean, at this time of night, I am fast asleep. But in this video, you can see Danielle was thrown to the ground. Keep in mind, I mean, no woman should ever be thrown around. But when I think about like Bhad Bhabie, she's so tiny, so small. I mean, that could do a lot of damage. So the video footage captured Danielle being forcibly slammed to the ground by Levon, and in another video you can see him then pushing Danielle again to the ground and then shoving her with his knee, which sounds really violent. I just like it breaks my heart because I can't imagine being in a relationship with someone who wants to inflict pain. That is like a mental illness I feel like we still haven't even fully uncovered yet. Like someone who could love something but then want to harm it. Now we do have this footage, so let's go ahead and play a little bit of it together. It is hard to watch. It's also hard to make out because it is pretty grainy. In this first clip, you could see that Danielle is clearly being shoved to the ground and it seems really aggressive. I mean, she flies to the ground. In a second clip, you get that view of him then shoving his knee into her. I want to play that again because it all goes very quickly, but he's like throwing her to the ground, pushing her, kneeing her. I mean, this is just really sick. It makes me wonder if Bhad Bhabie has support in her life to stop this, to tell this guy no, and to get his hands off of her. I mean, if I was there, I would be square it up. Like, ooh. I'm getting hot. I'm getting riled up because like I just as a man, I like recognize me being a man and like a woman. If I ever see a woman getting harmed, I am jumping on it. I can't even imagine myself fighting. Can you guys imagine? I just know I'll go crazy. Like it's not gonna be like a little punch. It's gonna be like a biting, flesh chewing out. Oh my gosh, I can't. But you know, I would go really hard for any person who's in that situation. It just makes me really upset. I think anyone who's like experienced anything like this too can relate. Just like it's triggering, it's upsetting, it shouldn't be happening. And whether you like Bhad Bhabie or not, she does not deserve it. I mean, she's got a little daughter to live for, please. Bhad Bhabie claimed that she and Levon are estranged and that he was trying to take custody of their infant. Callie Love is her name. Also, Why does this man who's like in his early 20s want to have full custody of this infant? So Bhad Bhabie has tons of money, tons of resources, a mom who I believe is somewhat present now, like they've made amends. Why does this kid want to take the baby away from her? Unless he just wants to put her through stress, put her through pain. I mean, I just know that the kid does, like, he's not going to want to raise this kid all on his own. She said, say whatever you want, but trying to take my baby is crazy. She also shared images of injuries to her face, including a swollen and bruised eye. It's unclear if the injuries were from the incidents in the video, but you could assume that they are because of how she's sharing them. Now we're going to blur these pictures, but as you guys can see, I mean, even through the blur, they are really disturbing. I mean, this alone should be evidence so that someone can get charged. Again, like, she's a mom. Imagine having a baby with someone and then like seeing the mother of your baby like breastfeeding the kid or taking care of the kid all swollen up and beat up. Like, that is just such a terrible image. I'm thinking in my mind, I cannot even imagine getting to that point. He needs to be in jail. This is interesting. Okay, so in a screenshot, Danielle reportedly wrote that she and Levon, who's also an entertainer, which I'm like, okay, what is it? What the hell have you done, Levon? But they had not been together since May. She later added that she loves Levon more than I love myself and urged him to seek help. So Bhad Bhabie is kind of like on his side still, which is like something we see happen time and time again when people are in these like abusive relationships. Danielle wrote, it's honestly really sad, but unfortunately this is real life and I know the easy way out is to leave, and that's better said than done. This doesn't happen this extreme often, but Levon definitely has a problem. He's going to get the help he needs. Right now, there's no room for mistakes, and he knows that. That quote from Danielle is so scary to me because she is just mentally not in a great place. She's got a little kid to live for. She clearly doesn't love herself enough because she says she loves him, this guy who's inflicting pain, which I think it's interesting too. She's trying to backtrack a little bit and clarify that this doesn't happen that often or this extreme. Hold up, girly girl. It shouldn't happen ever to begin with. Danielle said that those who are there for her, who are supportive of her, will support her decision to stay with Levon, no matter what she chooses to do, I guess. She says, my point in sharing this wasn't to attack him. It was for him to see what he does is wrong and to take accountability and to make real change. So she was trying to punish him and shame him within the relationship to kind of beat him down using her platform so that he could feel as beat down as she does, even though that's not even like comparable, so that he could like learn this lesson. And honestly, that's not something that she should be responsible to teach him. The police should teach him that. Despite Bhad Bhabie trying to clean up this mess, many have reposted the footage online and claiming that this is horrendous abuse and that this man should be held accountable, describing his actions as vile and disgusting. Users on Twitter encouraged Bhad Bhabie to get a restraining order against Levon to ensure her and her daughter's safety, which I think that's a great plan. I think that's something we could have done yesterday or the day before. I mean, at this point, Danielle, even if you do really love him, I mean, he does not love you the way you should be loved, and he definitely doesn't love your daughter the way that she should be loved. I mean, to treat her mother this way. So, yeah, I would get out of it. But people don't like Bhad Bhabie. They really don't. I mean, ever since the Cash Me Outside, Dr. Phil thing, there are some people who are so nasty and others who kind of like suggest that she like deserves this. It's really appalling. This person writes, all those checks she was writing and now they're being cashed outside. Another person wrote, based on everything I've seen, she probably deserved it. This guy Royce wrote, she wanted that life, finally was caught outside. And then again, this person wrote, guess he cashed her outside. Those comments are not acceptable. I hope I don't see any of you guys out here commenting those kind of things, because like the cash me outside joke was like something she made when she was a minor about fighting people outside, and to bring that up in reference to her being DV'd outside by this man who she has a kid with. It's a different experience. Please don't compare. Despite the hate, there are some people who are defending her. One person wrote, she just had her baby. It's so scary to think that men can switch up so fast after they get everything they want. Another person wrote, crazy how women are making jokes about women being abused. I don't care for her much, but she's still a woman, a human, and real talk, we are not safe. This is not okay on no level. While Bhad Bhabie hasn't really addressed this situation again on social media, she did make a cryptic post writing, I used to tolerate a lot because I didn't want to lose people, but now I realize those aren't my people. Which, when she's talking about like those people, my people, I hope she's not referring to other people. It makes me assume that she's not speaking about him, but maybe people who are not supportive of her staying with him. In my opinion, I feel like the state of California should take it into their own hands, because when there are cases of DV like this, usually the state will charge the person. So it doesn't matter if Danielle wants to go and charge him or not, the state of California will take care of it. To give you guys some context, Danielle and Levon dated from 2021 before splitting in May 2024, 2 months after their daughter was born. Which, that's a lot for a young girl to have a baby, then to lose her man. And we actually saw them fighting back in March, and I guess this kind of led to their breakup. I mean, March is when she gave birth, but the couple were seen arguing and fighting at a West Hollywood restaurant, which, you guys know I'm in West Hollywood. I'm like, where is it? Which one? I want to go there. Bhad Bhabie, who was still pregnant at the time, began arguing with Levon while they were eating when she allegedly slapped him. Now, DV goes both ways. He doesn't deserve to be hit around either. It was reported that the table next to them was recording the argument, which honestly, like, at some point I would too, because I'm like, this might be like police evidence. And this kind of like recording pissed Bhad Bhabie off, and it kind of escalated the fight even further. Here's a little clip of that moment. So much drama, I can't even handle it. But damn, Bhad Bhabie, I feel really bad for her, because I feel like she doesn't have a lot of friends or a lot of support. So she feels like she needs this Levon guy, and that like he could go and seek help, which, like, addiction, those things, like, you can go and seek help for them. But like domestic, I'm not going to say you can't go and seek help. I think everyone can go and better themselves, but those are kind of like behaviors that are ingrained into emotional responses. So I feel like he needs to like to like heal something. You almost need to be like triggered into that mindset. You know what I mean? Like, how is he going to sit calmly in a room and talk about him getting, he could talk about it, but like to really change the behavior, he needs to be like aggravated and realize that he can't go and push her around. But also, she can't go and get physical with him either. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she has her fair share of putting her hands on him, and both of them are not okay. It makes me really disappointed. The kids are fighting, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I do like this coffee, though. I am drinking coffee. Look how much I drank. You can't even see it. Ooey. I don't like how it, I guess, I don't like how it's brown, like coffee. I wish they could have picked another color. It's giving chocolate milk, which is fine. Chocolate milk's like the best brown liquid that I could think of. But they definitely could have worked on the coloring when it comes to coffee. Maybe they'll change it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I like wasn't excited to make it, but I really like, I'm fascinated with Bhad Bhabie. I feel bad for her. I feel like she's a very interesting case study. So I'm just like genuinely worried about her, and I just can't. I don't know. I feel like sometimes we see these things on social media and we become numb to them. And what if like Bhad Bhabie was like killed by her? Like, man, like imagine if he like took her out. I mean, the way that he's pushing her around, I wouldn't put it past him. Seems violent, but I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.